like that, one bush.
Sometimes we brew 3 grams, 4 grams, 6 grams, just outdoor delivery. Чефаника. Аромат космик.
So good morning, next day, my video diary. Yeah, I'm going to Nantou, just left Lugu, Shanxi area, very scenic, very beautiful, tried a lot of new teas. So we'll have some highlights in our collection, definitely. And I go to Nantou. Nantou, actually, it's still, Zhujiang is also a part of Nantou, but I need to visit some farmers in different areas. We're just passing the area called Jiji, Minjian Jiji. In Jiji was a pretty strong, pretty high earthquake around 20 years ago, maybe a little bit earlier. Yeah, but it was very strong, very intense, a lot of people dead, and it was like around 7. Yeah, so older generation, they just count happening some age of tea for some point connected to this earthquake period. This is why in this area you almost can see the high buildings, skyscrapers. No, maybe in Taiwan city close to the sea they have it, but here not. 2, 3, 4 floors, no more. Even most of farmers, we prefer to have 1, 2 floor buildings, yeah, because of earthquake. So yeah, and actually when I was last time here, I also felt a small earthquake around 4, and yeah, and I just was a little bit shocked and scared, and I walked away in my building and just try to talk to someone, and I see anyone relaxed, anyone just no reaction to that. So yeah, it's pretty fun how people really used to earthquakes, used to typhoons. Here, typhoon in Chinese it's called typhoon. Yeah. Cities near Nantou, it's a capital of Sidichun production, and here we see the kindergarten of tea bushes, so you can buy your bush. Actually, yeah, it's even very affordable. They put it in the type bag, and inside the bag you can see there is yeah, one like that, one bush which ready to be put on plantation. Here the ladies working, they're just collecting these bushes and put it in the bags, so you can easily prepare it for next generation tea plantation. Yeah, here actually the bushes a little bit older, maybe 2-3 years old. There is younger ones, and there's lady working on tea bushes. 你好，你好，你好，我是做茶叶，随便拍那个可以吗？啊，谢谢。很漂亮，对，茶树。那个比较绿绿的是另外一个品种吗？或者什么？
对，另外一种的品种，那个就是23号。
23号啊。
23号跟24号。
啊，这个是不是四季菌？这个你现在放的是四？
对，都新品种。
啊，新品种。Just asked the ladies about what kind of type of teas they here collecting. Very affordable actually, and this called 23号, number 23, pretty new variety they say. And the plants they collecting now, it's called Dahang Oolong, as I rightly understood, kind of also new type, new cultivar of oolong, because Taiwanese Research Center of Tea, TRES, Taiwanese Tea Research Center, they actually all the time constantly developing new cultivars, which is more fits or more bringing more value in amount of harvesting, and also more resistant to some bugs and don't need to be fed by a lot of pesticides and so on. So this is why they all the time developing agriculture here. Yeah, and this is a traditional way how we actually were very affordable. They already put it just straight into this plastic bag, and after that you just collect it totally. And here you see collected, and here you see still need to be collected bushes. And interesting how it looks like a classical plantation of Sidichun or some local oolong. It's all automated feeding by water, also automated picking tea leaves, as we see it in Pinling also district. And here is a test platform for a lot of varieties of teas, and also because it's mass production area, we can have some teas which is pretty affordable in pricing, but also still very good in taste. But of course it's not competitive with high mountain oolongs from areas like Shaanxi or Lishan and so on, because here's pretty hot. The weather is hot. It means that crops grow pretty fast. It means that they don't get some, how to say, cooling effect of mountains, which brings more difference in more rich aroma and taste of high mountain tea. But actually the bushes from here also go to high mountain areas, because yeah, we just can be planted everywhere. But here is a mass production, so we have a lot of small kindergartens like here. We just passed the actually new plantation. You can see how it looks like new plantation, just maybe 6-7 years old, maybe even younger, 4 years, depending on the bush. And here you can see the old plantation, because I believe that this plantation are soon to be cut down, because you see a lot of bushes already dried. Yeah, maybe it's also because of big growing season. Here was around 2 years ago. Yeah, but still that plantations looks much better. Actually yesterday when I was in Shaanxi, I just talked to farmers, and they said that of course from the fresh bushes tea more tasty. Yeah, so it's funny, it's not like the tea trees, but the bushes opposite thing. A young bush, more energy, better leaf, more tasty tea. Yeah, also very important to mention that the Sidichun actually translated from Chinese like the spring of 4 seasons, so it means like all year spring, like so the tea harvested here all year long with almost no stops. This is why, yeah, we're also a very productive area for harvesting of the leaves, why we have more affordable pricing here and so on. Yeah, I was just on time. And here the withering of Sidichun just after harvesting. Actually it was 2 factories just combined their forces, joined forces to wither together. They're both piles of tea. And here you see these nets also prepared for if you need to create a shade. It's all automated, and then create a big shade by these nets. But now it's not too intense sun, so this is why we are created just outdoor withering without any net and cover. So the harvesting finished, tea withering also finished, and now they just pack all the withered tea already, and you can see how it's made. It's made pretty cool. And just the first pack all the big fabric and after that put the sacks to the car and bring to the factory, and it's all made very properly. Yeah, so one half already take from here, and the second half we wait for the next truck. Hi my friends, and now we in Nantou and we will try some oolongs. I prepared all the professional degustation set. We will try 7 types of tea, 3 oolongs, 2 Sijichuan, 2 Jinshuan. One of those, I like this sound after vacuum packaging when you open the bag, and 1 GABA tea. Yeah, so let us try. Each master have its own view of trying tea, but now I need to compare. So this is why I use more professional equipment to try it. So sometimes we brew 3 grams, 4 grams, 6 grams, but I prefer 2.5 minutes plus 5 grams of tea. So let us try in this way. Actually, I lost the road to this farm and I just find a way how to go to this place. Just memory of the street. Just found and GABA finally. So we finished, and we will now put the water in and switch on the timer. I already switched on the timer because you need to pour pretty quick, and some tea already start to brew. So wait 1.5 minutes more, and let us try. So we already poured the tea. Yeah, first I'm interested in aroma. You need to do pretty fast because the tea is pretty fast cool down. What I want to say that yeah, 3 oolongs. I like these 2, pretty good comparing to others, and Siji is pretty sweet, but not too intense taste. But this second one is pretty good. It is all winter tea, or called Dumpian here. Yeah. So yeah, I actually selected the favorites one, this oolong, which is called oolong number 3. It's for me to remember. Sichuan 4026, and this one actually I don't like too much, and GABA is pretty good. So we have some new friends, and we will film. Actually, I will show you how the Sichuan made, because yeah, just there is leaves are still withering, but soon they just start harvested and processed. So I will film all the process and show you how this is usually made. Actually, it's traditional oolong production, and yeah, so it's nothing super special, but it's only for me nothing super special. But maybe you've seen it for the first time. And now I feel that I stay here because of the smell, the aroma of cool oolong or Sichuan. I don't know, but the aroma is pretty great. After the indoor withering, the leaf comes to this processing room. Now here's the dark, no one do nothing, but soon it will be, yeah, super actively working machinery and people around the machinery.
just finished the indoor withering. This work needs very high speed productivity, and you see how fast this guy he really amazed me. Yeah, so all these bamboo trays need to be filled with tea. Some are not filled yet because I need to bring more tea soon, but yeah, for now it will be few hours of indoor withering and also cooling down the leaf. While the tea goes through the indoor withering, I just traveled to closest chifanika, how it's called, chifan something, small restaurant, traditional Chinese food. I like seafood, so I just need to try some. Actually, this is my Instagram. You can subscribe. Integration. Many years I actually all the time take food very simple in China and Taiwan, and I never had any problems. I'm all the time eating very small places. If you've never seen how a dragon fruit are growing, so it's like that. Yes. Funny fact that it's a cactus, if you didn't knew before, but this cactus also need a lot of light. So in the night, when they're just traveling across Nantou, you can easily see all these big fields of which is very bright, and you think, what's happening? And you go closer and you see these dragon fruits. Yeah, it's pretty fun. In the night time, I visited my one long time friend again who produced GABA tea. So we will drink some. So finally I get back to the factory, and here we see like 3 big machines which called Yao Qingji, the machine for shaking of the tea leaves. It needs to be a very delicate shaking. Actually any oolong tea goes through this step, but sometimes for example like Nuyushan, it can be made by hand in a bamboo pan. There's a special technique, pretty complicated, but here is it's more machine made. Also in Yushan present currently it's also machine made, the same in other regions like Fujian province, South Anxi, and all production area of oolongs have this step with leaf shaking, but it can be different. Especially it can be different the timing, the amount of these steps. So for example, sometimes like I was in peeling, they do that shaking 3 times or 2 times depending on the tea we want to get. because this shaking it creates, oh, now it just stops. The shaking creates a kind of a small blocks of a leaf, and after that the fermentation, part of fermentation continue happening. So now workers get back to the factory, get back to the place, and they need to unload the machine. Yeah, we see that work on the factories need to be very efficient, and anyone work very hard to be in the same timeline, because if you're not in the same timeline, in the same speed of things getting done, you will not get the good quality tea, because someone must be very efficient and work as a one muscle, as a one rhythm, in one rhythm. So now we just loaded again the tea, and again just starting the machine for the next step of shaking the leaves. Interesting fact that here the Yaoqing processing, the shaking, goes only one time. Especially how long does it gets. It depending on the leaf. So now the technologist, the master, he look for the leaf, how it goes, how it develops the aroma. So it depends. It can be different amount of time, from 15 minutes to half an hour, or even longer. But we do it only one time. So after they shake the leaves, they put it back to the bamboo trays and ferment for around 3 to 4 hours. Also look at the leaf, and as soon as the leaf ready, as it fermented, it comes for next stage of processing, for roasting. Yeah, so it needs a few hours to wait. So our line of production is started. After fermentation, they bring all the trays, bamboo trays, the tea here. 6 roasters all working on gas, roasting tea. One time roasting around maybe 10-15 minutes. After that rolling, after that drying, and semi-product is ready. So it's pretty simple technology. Yeah, 3 steps and only 2 people who work in this. So very convenient, very, how to say, professionally organized, более автоматизировано и упрощено. Но при этом чай, я считаю, по сохранению на качество очень даже неплохо. So finally all the steps almost done, all this pile of tea ready. Now just final roasting, and after that they put it in special room to make it a little bit cool down till morning, and in the morning we start processing with a special machine. I will show you it now. This machine is a simplified pressure machine to make a big cube of oolong tea, and after that they make it like press the cube to make the shape, actually rolled CZ tree. So after it's done, they have this shape instead of shape what we have now after first drying. So these steps need to be done several times till we have a real needed shape of the tea, and after that the final drying, and for some types additional baking. It depends on the type of the tea. So here you can see the difference. The shape which comes now from the dry is really similar to Baojun type, which still produced here in Pinyin, for example, and some other places here in Taiwan. But here we can see the difference, how it will be after final shaping and final roasting. Of the tea more compact, finally done. So the tea is finished. Now the master bring more freshly dried oolong over here. It's need to cool down till morning, and in the morning I will start processing with pressing and preparing the final smashing, final roasting of this process. I will show you some maybe next time, because now I need to go already to the next destination. Thank you for watching. Hope you like this video. Leave the comments, leave questions. Enjoy Muay Chai. Peace, love, unity, respect.
迄个阵70，结果拢68、67、92咧起啦。结果温度如果加个72吼，我就差足济，我只有3。
This tea will came for competition. If tea not getting up, not fully open,
没有水分。
not fully open, it means that its quality pretty bad. So when you just brew it so small amount. 多少克这个？多少克？3克。Only 3 grams for this tea, and it's open like a full cup. Means the quality is very good. The aroma is very nice. And this is just made tea, fresh, Mao Cha, Ban Chin Pin.